Hello, everyone. Welcome to my talk show, As the World Turns. My name is Emma from Elf on the Shelf. In today's show, we will be discussing a very special topic on gender-based medicine. This topic came about because we received a letter from one of our talk show viewers. This is Rosa from El Paso, who has a very interesting question. And she says, I am currently a PTA in a hospital setting where we have been treating many transgenders. The problem we are having is that we are not comfortable with treating them and we don't know what to do. Emma, would you please help us? The physical therapy world needs you. In order to help Rosa and the physical therapist world out there, I have recruited the help of my friend, the Mr. Army Bear. He will be helping us address this issue. Please welcome Mr. Army Bear. Mr. Army Bear, welcome and thank you for accepting my invitation to address this issue. In order to better understand the issue at hand, we will be discussing the differences between sex and gender. So first of all, Mr. Army Bear, how do we determine a person's sex? Hi, Emma. I thank you so much for having me on your show today. To answer your question on sex, sex is the biological differences between a male and a female. That's what we are born with. Gender is the role that we identify with in society, how we identify ourselves or present ourselves in society as a male or a female. An example would be if I am born a female with female body parts and I choose to identify myself as a male, then that would be a gender example. Thank you, Mr. Army Bear, for that explanation. Very well said. Another topic or another question that arises with the changes that are happening in our community and in our society are, how do we treat these individuals based on their biological and behavioral differences? For example, if we have a female who's a transgender and is now a male, how would you treat that person? As the physical therapist assistant, how would you handle that situation? Well, Emma, I would have to say that I would have to treat them very carefully because there are many changes that are going through their bodies and they are submitting themselves to many medications that will be transforming them into what they desire to be. With that being said, we would have to look at the biological and behavioral differences. Biologically, that person is a female. However, because of their choice to be a male, the chromosomes cannot be changed. So the chromosomes would remain XX for a female and XY for a male who's transferring to a female. The behavioral differences might be that a male is more aggressive than a female, and as a PTA you may have to be careful because when you're treating them, of course you don't want to upset them. They may be more powerful than you, so I would suggest that you be cautious about the way that you approach them. Now, Emma, what I mean about being cautious when you approach them is to be respectful of their wishes. Address them for whom they choose to identify themselves with in society. Keeping in mind that they may be stronger and more aggressive and may be attracted to you depending on their gender role. Be respectful and make them aware of your choice. If you feel uncomfortable, let them know. Let your supervisor know. Let another health professional know. If you need someone else to come in as a health professional while you are providing treatment, ask for that help. Mr. Army Bear, thank you for that insightful information. It is important that they feel included and that they feel cared for. They are people overall, and we are healthcare professionals that can provide the help that they need to help them better understand what they are going through. Now, Mr. Army Bear, what accommodations would a healthcare provider have to make to provide quality care for the transgender population? Emma, an example of some accommodations to make for transgenders when seeking medical help would be gender-neutral bathrooms is a good option. Also, leaving a blank space after the question of gender or having a transgender option is a great idea. Because of the fear of being discriminated or harassed or violently attacked, many of the transgender people do not seek medical help. And it is important that we include them so that they too can be healthy and they don't develop any diseases that can become a pandemic. Mr. Army Bear, thank you for your help in addressing this issue. Thank you for your help with explaining the difference between sex and gender, also for providing options to include the transgender population when we are providing healthcare services, as well as what some of the issues we might experience when providing treatment. Thank you for being on the show today. This is Emma from Elf on the Shelf, bringing you the topics that matter. Good night, y'all.